story behind how Gatekeeper started, that goes back to when I just first got to Rexburg. I didn't have a lot of experience in film, but I knew where I wanted to be as far as a career. I knew I wanted to be a film director. I met one person who said that they would be a production manager. Awesome. Met Bradley. He said that he'd love to be a first AD. Awesome. Didn't have a cameraman yet. I met Patrick who said, oh, I want to be a production designer. Great, fantastic, come on down. We have a meeting this week. And it just kept on building and building and building, and until we started filming. I met Levi, my business partner, and he agreed to working on Gatekeeper with me, founding it. So Sam came in, we set up the project, put the word out. We got about 25 people in the project. Then that includes actors and crew members and everything, post, pre, everything. And we were able to put together a really good project, and now we're up to 40 or 50 people on a roster volunteering to work in any capacity they can to get into the industry. I wanted to build a company that provided students with an opportunity to do film. There aren't a lot of opportunities in Idaho itself for aspiring filmmakers to break out into the industry, to work on the big projects with the appropriate equipment. It's just not feasible for a lot of students to be able to do that. Because most of the time you have to go somewhere like LA or down to Utah to get onto a big production set.
I'm glad your fever's gone.
Looks like it's not only my fever that's gone.
You won't believe it. Kid's already getting into the fields. First time this harvest.
Now, Denard, you know as well as I do, it hasn't been an easy season for him.
I know. I just wish he'd bucked up sooner.
Can't push him into things. Besides, he's done plenty of work for me around the house.
I know that, but he needs to do more. He needs to make more sacrifices for the family. I will say this, though. I'm glad he grew up here, rather than back in Edna's day.
The great thing about Gatekeeper is it fulfills a need. There are a lot of students that really want to help make films, and that's what we do. And it's been really cool to see like the group of people that we can pull from grow over the past year to where we have enough to fill 2 crews basically. One of the biggest goals for Gatekeeper that Porter and I talked about originally was providing the opportunity for students to be able to intern with us and get experience and build their own portfolios and kind of help us get our projects through as well at the same time. And so it's really cool because we actually have our first intern, and he's functioning as basically our chief of marketing, which is kind of cool. So definitely, you know, providing opportunities for students to help make films. The other thing is absolutely creating material for our own portfolios that we're hoping that Gatekeeper can be kind of a bridge between Rexburg, you know, this small town in the middle of Idaho, and big films in LA and Hollywood. It takes a lot of coordination from a lot of people to keep so many projects on track at the same time. We have 2 ideas in development right now. One that the script was just finished and we're shooting soon. We're currently in rehearsals. Another that we're now working on the script for, and like I said, 2 more in development. And so it takes a lot of volunteer hours, a lot of stress, and more than anything, a lot of communication.
You know, one of the biggest things that we struggle with in filming in eastern Idaho is finding the right location. Because, I mean, I'm the first one to say eastern Idaho has a lot of golden nuggets as far as locations go. But you really have to, like, look for them. you have to turn over the mud underneath the rock to find the best location. And so I feel like that's probably one of the biggest challenges that we have, is finding the right location for some of our films.
Another one of the biggest challenges is knowing what talent to pull in and knowing who's really good at their job. It's kind of hard to see that until you've seen something that they've done or you've worked with them before. And so we're kind of learning how to gauge that when we meet people and stuff like that.
I don't know if I can say that there's been one project that I favor the most. Every project is unique. It's different. It's like a movie. It's the movies. Every movie has a different tone, has a different feel, has a different message that it's conveying.